Our second category this evening is the Popular Features Award. This award recognises media that offers a fresh look at the developing world through creative treatment of an issue with the aim of attracting wider audiences. Here's an extract from each of the nominees.
Leave to Remain.
How are you sleeping?
خوابت چطور است؟
They're trying to help. Abdul, the doctor just wants to know what's wrong. Talk to them.
یا اینجا برای کمکت هستم. گپ بزن کتشان.
I see bad things. Musa's head.
What is a Musa?
موسی کیست؟
موسی کاکایم است. در نامبایی طلبه آمدن سرش قطع کردن. باز مرا نشان دادن. باز مرا گرفتن.
Musa is my uncle. Taliban in the bakery cut off his head and showed it to me, and then they took me with them.
Do you see things when you're awake?
وقتی که بیدار می باشی اشکال و خیالات تصاویر به نظرت میاد؟
موسی را تا قطع کردن. بزوره.
They cut Musa like that, just like a goat.
Lots of them do that.
What?
Act. Pretend to have PTSD. So they get their papers quicker.
The Deported. Life on the wrong side of the border for repatriated Mexicans.
For those who don't fall in with the drug dealers and gangs, or who don't quickly succumb to the harsh realities of life in El Bordo, there are few choices. Some band together in small camps along the banks of the ditch, building crude shelters of sun-faded plastic tarps strung between piles of trash, huddling in the shade by day, shaking in the cold darkness of night, always anticipating the strike of a fist or boot. The deportees are living in some of the worst conditions I've ever seen. Nobody should have to live like this.
Young and gay in Putin's Russia.
В конце концов, у них вот стало популярно это, как бы так сказать, уринотерапия, когда пойманную жертву поливают мочой, и это как бы как такое исцеление считается. И все это записывается на камеру и укладывается в интернет.
Вот, мы тебя хотим излечить вот от петушьей водой.
Уринотерапии.
Не делайте так. Скажи вот.
Окупай педофилию.
Нет, никакой педофилии. Вот, излечай.
Стой на месте.
Как говорят многие психологи, это ломает жизнь людям. Люди просто замыкаются в себе, становятся очень все в стрессовом состоянии. Они опозорены фактически перед всеми родственниками, друзьями. У них появляются мысли о суициде. Вполне естественно, все психологи об этом говорят. Потому что у людей ломается жизнь напрочь. Их могут уволить с работы, выгнать из учебных заведений. И людей просто жалко, которые попадались, им нужна помощь. Они после этого все прячутся, удаляют все свои аккаунты везде из интернета. Активисты их разыскивают, хотят им помочь, наши активисты ЛГБТ, хотят им помочь психологически, морально, но их сложно очень найти, этих жертв, потому что они по-настоящему, у них жизнь фактически на них прекращается. Это реально глубокая психологическая душевная травма.
Amazing. Three films that they really do reach the parts that most of us never ever get anywhere near. I loved the idea that the film about Leave to Remain was made by Indefinite Films. I suppose everybody else got that, but I hope it was a conspiracy. The judges praised the nominees for their moving and powerful looks at the issues that we really don't hear enough about. They were accessible, original in their approach, and all appealed to a really broad audience. Francesca Silvani, Senior Director of Programmes at Internews Europe and Chair of the Jury, will present this award. And what a difficult decision. Boy, I wouldn't want to have been a judge.
Thank you, John. In fact, the jury reached the decision quite unanimously and quite quickly, which is, the winner is Leave to Remain.
Thanks, everybody. It's amazing that this organisation recognises a drama. And sometimes a drama is the only way of bringing a story to public notice, and the only way of telling a story authentically. The process of making this film was probably as significant as the film itself, in that I spent 3 or 4 years interviewing unaccompanied asylum-seeking kids who enter the UK on their own and then have to build a life for themselves in what is a pretty adversarial system that they enter. And drama, I suppose, gave them the cloak of protection from further scrutiny, because obviously being an asylum seeker is sometimes seen as a bit of a stigma. So through the interviewing process, I then built the script, and then from the script I realised that I had written a bunch of characters that all speak different languages, and I thought there's no way that there are any drama schools in the UK that probably have this kind of actor that could speak both Farsi and Dari and various other languages. So then we set up a drama school to teach the unaccompanied asylum seekers how to act and make films. And from that we selected the cast and then made the film. So really this film is a tribute to their courage to share their stories with me, but it's also a fantastic way of being able to express to a public that don't necessarily report on this subject as much as maybe they should, to bring it, I think as Johnny said, to kind of a more popular form. So I'd like to thank the jury for recognising this within what is largely documentary and current affairs, recognising a drama that that could only have been made as a drama, because ethically to have interviewed these kids who don't have guardians or anyone to represent them, they have no one that can say no. So thanks very much for accepting this. The film actually has not yet been released. It's being released at the end of June. So the tweeters amongst you, at Leave to Remain, the number 2. If you could put it into your phones and tweet it, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much.
Two quick things. I mean, one, I thought we actually were watching it happen. I thought it was real. And I thought, God, that doctor, I mean, he's had it. So it's wonderful in that sense. But the second thing is indefinite, your title, indefinitely?
Indefinite film. I mean, when you make a film, you normally have to set up a company to.
I see.
And we thought, well, indefinite films is a perfect title, given that what these children hopefully receive will be indefinitely to remain. So it seemed like the only title to have.
Brilliant.
Thanks
Thanks
John.
very much.
Thank you.